Ah, pets. Those loyal and wonderful creatures we keep around us for companionship. Anime is no different, of course. Many series have a icon of sorts, which is typically an animal, dedicated to staying near their owner's side for protection. I figured my first countdown video I would do something lighthearted and simple, so I decided on pets, considering I have two adorable kitties of myself. Now, I have set a couple ground rules for what a pet really is. It cannot have human-like characteristics, such as like Inuyasha or something, who's part dog. The pet must be in the main cast of characters and a companion to one of them. Whether that's the main character or not doesn't matter. And lastly, I like it when the pet is explained to fit into the story. It's not just there for show. It helps in a way that only a pet can, whether that be companionship, helping fight, or helping them travel long distances. So, without further ado, let's get started on my top 10 favorite anime pets. This is in no particular order, except maybe number 1 being my favorite out of all of them, because really, it's like picking children. Mokona, from Tsubasa Reservoir Chronicle and Holic. I'll admit, at first, Mokona was a little annoying, but as the I don't know, continued on, Mokona became a really good sidekick for Shaoran, Sakura, Fi, and Kurogane. I really love Mokona's relationship with Kurogane too, especially when it comes to working with Fi to give him crazy nicknames. Included with Mokona is Motoki, the black Mokona from Holic. This Mokona is definitely more laid back and a crazy drunk, but still a fun character nonetheless, and extremely important. Who wouldn't want these two as companions? I know I would. Arthur from Code Geass, Lelouch the Rebellion. There are a few spoilers for Code Geass in this part, so if you haven't seen this series, and why haven't you, I go watch the series first and then come back. But anyway, I love cats. I love cats. So Arthur was definitely going to make this list. While Arthur isn't as embedded into the plot as some of the other animals on the list, he's a companion to Suzaku for most of the series. They even make a point in both season 1 and 2 to show him with Suzaku during important scenes. Arthur even makes light of some of the awkward scenes too. I really love the episode in which he accidentally gets the Zero helmet stuck on his head. It's a really funny scene. However, there are some sad scenes with him too. The scene that makes me the most sad with Arthur is in the last episode, whenever they show him standing at Suzaku's grave. I know that Suzaku's not really dead, the Zero Requiem and all, but still, Arthur doesn't know, and it's just a sad scene between a pet losing his owner. But I do love Arthur a lot, and that's why he's number 9 on my list. Ein from Cowboy Bebop. Cowboy Bebop is one of the best anime I've ever seen. Ein is definitely a reason why it's so great. Even though I'm not a huge fan of dogs, Ein is absolutely adorable. I've always liked the corgi style of dog. It's really cute. As a data dog, Ein is probably more intelligent than the humans aboard the Bebop. I love his personality, as well as his relationship with Ed too. I love how Ein stays with her even after the series completion. Ed is definitely Ein's owner. I also really like how Ein is intelligent enough as a dog to help some of the characters out throughout the series, especially in the episode where he's introduced. He helps Spike try to capture that guy by making the car go crazy by pushing the buttons. It's a really intelligent dog, and he's really cute too when he barks twice for yes and once for no, or I can't remember if it's the other way around. It's been a while since I watched the show, but I also think that he's just so cute. Look at his little face and his little smile and stuff. It's adorable. So that is almost reason alone to put him on my list. But all these things and more make him a great asset to the Bebop crew, and that's why he is number 8. Kuro from Blue Exorcist. Like I said, I love cats, so expect a lot of them on this list. Anyway, Blue Exorcist is a new anime for me. I'm getting into it thanks to its showing on Toonami. Kuro was just recently introduced in the episodes, but I'm loving him already. He's an absolutely adorable cat, and I love his twin tails. Even though I've just been introduced to him, I feel like he's going to be a great companion for Rin, and I like their relationship. The episode in which Rin is able to calm him down when he finds out about Rin's father's passing is a great introduction to the type of cat that Kuro is. He's very dedicated to his owners, and he trusts them with his entire being, which is really cute for a demon cat. I also love it when he drinks the special sake that Rin's father made for him, how cute he is when he's begging for it. I also like it whenever they're at the squid shop or whatever, and he's like, Rin, can I have one? Can I have one? And Rin's like, no. I just love the kind of, it seems like a father-son kind of relationship, if that can happen with a demon and a demon cat. But his cute personality and his adorable relationship with Ren are what put him at the number 7 spot on my list. Black Hayate from Fullmetal Alchemist and Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. Dogs? I love dogs! Well, not as much as cats, but you get the reference. Black Hayate was a great dog in the original series of Fullmetal Alchemist, but he definitely has more of a presence in Brotherhood. The most important thing about his existence in the second series is his relationship with Riza. Riza is a tough-as-nails woman, but whenever Pride starts to terrorize her after she finds out who he's masquerading as, she turns to Black Hayate for comfort. She can't tell anyone, and she's terrified. But she knows that in her heart that Black Hayate will protect her. And I just love the trust and relationship that they have. It's like Hayate can tell something's wrong, and he's willing to be there to comfort her and show her that he's there. He's also a great guard dog, too. He growls and is willing to take on Barry the Chopper and Gluttony, which is crazy. And also, fun fact, in the manga, after Fury mentions that Hayate should be awarded a rank for helping them with all the, homunculus crap, Hayate is actually given a rank by Romessing. Unofficial, but he's given second lieutenant, which actually outranks Fury. Kind of ironic. And one of my favorite parts about the end credits to the last episode of Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, where you're seeing everybody's future, you see Ed and Winry's kids and all that stuff, is it shows a full-grown picture of Hayate with his mate, a white dog, and their puppies. Even Hayate got a happy ending, and that makes me smile. This dedicated and disciplined dog is the perfect dog for the number 6 spot on my list. Jeep, or Hakaru, from Sayuki. You can say that I have a soft spot for animals who are experimented on. Jeep, or Hakaru, falls into this category. For those of you who have not seen Sayuki, Hakaru is the Jeep that the Sayuki group uses to travel west to defeat the bad guys. He's actually a taboo experiment, as he is a creature made of science and yokai or demon magic. His owner, one of the main characters named Akai, found him while living with Gojo, another of the main characters, before the series started. He's also a dragon, which is badass. Fun fact about Hakaru is, even though his name is actually Jeep, he's hardly ever called that because of his trademark on his name. Though to be honest, Hakaru makes much more sense, as it literally means white dragon, which he is. Anyway, the reason why he's on this list is because of his relationship with Akai, which I love. He's also very important to the crew, as he helps them travel west rather quickly. Also, since I don't want to spoil such a great show like Sayuki, let's just say you learn that he was very important in the past, later on, in the series, when you find out that he's not just a Jeep or a dragon. But anyway, complications aside, Hakaru is awesome, and that's why he is number 5. With, from DN Angel. Now we're getting close to the top of the list, and I just love With. Or Wiz, depending on if you read the manga of DN Angel. With is an adorable animal mascot of the series. He's kind of like a rabbit, but with much bigger ears. In the series, he is the wings of the Dashing Dark, the other persona of our main character Daisuke. With is a partner not only to Dark, though, he also is Daisuke's pet. He's always there as a companion to Daisuke, comforting him when things go wrong. With also has a great personality, and even gets an episode dedicated to him early on in the series, which is one of my favorite episodes. While he's out on a shopping trip with Daisuke, much to Daisuke's dismay, they pass a pet shop, and With falls in love with a female rabbit on sale. He later goes missing in the episode, only to find him at the store with a strawberry to give the rabbit. The store is closed, and With is disappointed. But then later on the episode, the rabbit gets sold, and it breaks little With's heart. Even though this episode is filler, it really develops With as a character in the series. He's adorable, not to mention his obsession with strawberries is just so cute. And the way he goes, cute, is adorable. I can't imitate it, but it's absolutely adorable. So needless to say, With is one of the best animals in anime, and that is why he is at number 4. Pooh from Yu Yu Hakusho. Boo! He's one of the most adorable anime partners in anime ever. The fact that he's a spirit animal based on Yusuke is the best part. Also, fun fact, the voice actor in English for Yusuke is Justin Cook. He also voiced Pooh, which just makes me go aw really loudly. Anyway, like I said, Pooh is Yusuke's spirit beast, and it is a part of him. He mimics the personality of his master. Although he is quite different than Yusuke. He's very sweet, pure, and innocent, which reflects Yusuke's inner self. He's got to be a tough guy, doesn't show his feelings. While at first Yusuke didn't like Pooh, his feelings changed dramatically once Yusuke sees Pooh go through extreme pain and suffering when he was undergoing Genkai's Spirit Wave Orb test. He realizes that Pooh is a part of him, and what happens to him happens to Pooh, and he couldn't take him having to suffer like that. Pooh gives Yusuke the strength to overcome the test, and after that, Yusuke has a change of heart, even though he still pushes him to Keiko most of the time. Pooh is also important to the rest of the cast, as he's able to sense Yusuke and is able to lead them to him if necessary. He also protects them a lot from the strong demon energy during the Dark Tournament. One of my favorite things about Pooh is how awesome he becomes in Season 3, after certain things happen that I won't spoil. Let's just say it's all pretty epic. Protective, strong, and loyal Pooh makes a perfect anime animal for the number 3 spot on my list. Pikachu from Pokemon. For standard's sake, yes, I am talking about Ash's Pikachu specifically. But anyway, all the adjectives I've been using in this entire video, companionship, friendship, loyalty, all fit Pikachu to an absolute T. Pikachu is my favorite Pokemon of all time, and in terms of animals, since Pokemon are animals in the Pokemon world, being there for their owners, Pikachu has been there for Ash since he first saved him from the Spearow in Episode 1. Pikachu was the first Pokemon that had its own personality, and that led to all the other Pokemon having their own personalities. You know, from Chikorita to being obsessed with Ash, to Trico being, so dwelled in that he just couldn't let go of his so stoic appearance, to any other Pokemon that Ash has ever had that has a colorful personality. Pikachu was the basis of that. And there's just something iconic about what Pikachu represents. Not only does he represent, the Pokemon world as a whole to outsiders, like, people who don't know what anime is, or, parents of children who are young that like Pokemon, Pikachu is just one of the cutest mascots in anime that I've ever seen. And Pikachu was always the Pokemon that I wanted when I was a kid. And even though it's cliche, I give anything to own my own. Specifically Ash's Pikachu. Not saying that any other Pikachu couldn't be as dedicated as his, but I have grown to love Pikachu's character so much based on what he's gone through with Ash. And most people will reference the first Pokemon movie, in which Pikachu starts crying after Ash gets frozen to stone after being shocked by Mew and Mewtwo. And I will say that that scene was one of the first scenes in anything to make me cry as a child. I think anything after that was actually the Titanic ending. But anyway, Pikachu will always be probably my favorite Pokemon of all time, specifically Ash's Pikachu. And yes, I do constantly say that, if only because people are like, oh, you don't like Pikachus and you like Ash's Pikachu. No, it's not. I guess it's true. I do like Ash's Pikachu, but I also like Pikachu in general. Every game I've ever played, if Pikachu is catchable within the first couple of gems, I'm going to have one 9 times out of 10. It's probably going to be named Sparky, or after whatever anime I'm watching at the current moment, because I do that. But anyway, everything else aside, Pikachu is adorable, strong, and loyal. All the top things that make an anime pet perfect. And that is why he is number 2 on my list. Now, before we get to number 1, let's recap. Number 10, Mokona from Tsubasa Reservoir Chronicle and Holic. Number 9, Arthur from Code Geass, Lelouch the Rebellion. Number 8, Ein from Cowboy Bebop. Number 7, Kuro from Blue Exorcist. Number 6, Black Hayate from Fullmetal Alchemist and Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. Number 5, Jeep or Hakaru from Sayuki. Number 4, Wiz from DN Angel. Number 3, Pooh from Yu Yu Hakusho. And number 2, Pikachu from Pokemon. And now, for my number 1 favorite anime animal of all time. That is...
Huh? It's you! Huh?
Kilala!
You're okay after all.
Thank goodness!
And my number 1 favorite pet is Kilala from Inuyasha. When thinking about what my favorite pet was, it was fairly simple to figure out which one I liked the most. and that is definitely Kilala. She is the embodiment of everything an anime pet stands for. She's very loyal to Sango and the rest of the Inuyasha crew. She's very strong. She helps them fight. She's very determined to help them defeat Naraku no matter what the sacrifice she must make. She helps them travel to find the sacred jewel shards. And just her importance in the story, not only to the other characters, but to herself. She has a purpose within this story. You know, her goal is to help Sango and also to help save Kohaku. And I really, really love how Kilala is so selfless in this. And then, of course, there's also the fact that she was also the demon helper of Midoriko, the original holder of the Shikon Jewel Shard, which I thought was a great add-in to the story. It's perfect. It shows that she knows what this is all for. She understands, you know, what her old owner Midoriko was going through, and I think it's just a great allusion to exactly what Kilala is. She is such a selfless cat, and not to mention, she's absolutely adorable. I mean, just look at her. She's so cute, and I told you, I love cats, so she was definitely going to be on the list. Whether or not she was number one or not, you know, it doesn't matter. Number one doesn't matter. She is the most selfless anime pet that I can think of, and that's why she is number one on my list. Thanks for watching this countdown. Do you agree or disagree? Either way, I hope you enjoyed my video. Have a suggestion for my next top 10 countdown? Let me know in the comment box below. My name is Mimori, and it was a pleasure for me to talk to you today. Please like and subscribe.